Crime is a pervasive topic in American discourse, often fueled by media portrayals, political rhetoric, and public perception. Despite extensive data and research, many Americans hold misconceptions about crime rates, types, and trends. Think you know about crime in America? Think again. The truth behind crime statistics will surprise you. Get ready to challenge your perceptions and uncover the reality most Americans overlook. Number 10. Crime rates are increasing. Among the most widespread misunderstandings is the notion that the rate of criminal activity is increasing. It is a fact that the crime rate in the United States has been steadily decreasing over the course of several decades. According to information obtained from the Bureau of Justice Statistics, BJS, and the FBI's Uniform Crime Reporting, UCR program, the rates of both violent and property crime have dramatically fallen since the 1990s. At the beginning of the 1990s, for instance, the rate of violent crime was far higher than it was in 2023, despite the fact that there were rare spikes in certain places. In contrast to the widespread belief that crime rates have been steadily climbing, this overall drop sheds light on a more widespread pattern of declining crime rates throughout time. Number 9. Violent crime is the most common type of crime. Another widespread misunderstanding is that the most common sort of criminal activity is violent crime, which includes activities such as homicide and assault. In actuality, property crimes, which include burglary, larceny theft, and theft of motor vehicles, are substantially more prevalent than other types of crimes. According to data provided by the Bureau of Justice Statistics, BJS, the majority of criminal offenses that are reported to law enforcement agencies are classified as property crimes. While this is true, violent crimes frequently attract more attention from the media, which can lead to a skewed image among the general public and obscure the more common property crimes. To appropriately identify trends in criminal activity and to devise tactics that are effective in preventing criminal activity, it is essential to have a solid understanding of this distinction. Number 8. Crime is mostly a big city problem. There is a widespread belief that large urban areas are the primary locations where criminal activity occurs. Nevertheless, criminal activity is a problem that is present in all kinds of communities, including suburban and rural towns and villages. Urban regions typically have higher crime rates, but this is also attributable to the higher population density and the increased number of reporting systems that are available. On the other hand, rural communities may have a different experience with crime, with issues such as drug misuse and domestic violence being more widespread than in urban areas. For the purpose of devising comprehensive strategies to confront and prevent crime across a wide range of areas, it is vital to have an understanding that criminal activity is not isolated to specific urban centers. Number 7. Most crime is committed by strangers. The notion that the majority of criminal acts are carried out by unknown individuals is erroneous. In point of fact, in a significant number of cases of violent crime, acquaintances or members of the same family are involved. Intimate partners, family members, and acquaintances are more likely to be involved in violent crimes such as domestic abuse and assault, according to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, BJS. This is in contrast to the situation in which random strangers are involved. It is essential to have this understanding in order to address the underlying causes of violence and to build effective support systems and interventions for persons who have been touched by it. Number 6. Crime rates are higher among certain racial or ethnic groups. There is a prevalent belief that certain racial or ethnic groups are more likely to commit crimes. This oversimplification fails to consider the impact of socioeconomic factors, systemic inequalities, and biased policing practices. Data from the Uniform Crime Reporting, UCR, program and the Bureau of Justice Statistics, BJS, show that crime rates are more closely correlated with poverty, lack of education, and other socioeconomic disadvantages rather than race or ethnicity alone. Addressing these underlying factors is crucial for understanding and reducing crime rates in a more equitable and effective manner. Thought you had it all figured out? Think again. Delve into the heart of the matter and unravel the misconceptions surrounding crime in America. Brace yourself for a paradigm shift as we dissect the truths that elude most Americans, shedding light on a complex and often misunderstood aspect of our society. Number 5. The criminal justice system is fair and equitable. Many Americans believe that the criminal justice system treats everyone fairly and equitably. However, research reveals significant disparities in how different groups are treated within the system. Studies consistently show that minority groups, especially Black and Hispanic individuals, are disproportionately represented in arrests, convictions, and sentencing. These disparities reflect systemic biases and inequalities within the criminal justice system, highlighting the need for reforms to address and correct these imbalances. Efforts to ensure fair treatment for all individuals, regardless of race or ethnicity, are essential for achieving justice and equity in the system. Number 4. Gun control laws have little impact on crime. The effectiveness of gun control laws is a subject of ongoing debate. While some argue that stricter gun control does not significantly impact overall crime rates, research indicates a correlation between stricter gun laws and reduced rates of gun violence. Studies have shown that states with more stringent firearm regulations often report lower instances of gun-related homicides and suicides. This suggests that comprehensive gun control measures, including background checks, waiting periods, and restrictions on certain types of firearms, may contribute to a decrease in gun violence, though the impact can vary based on how laws are implemented and enforced. Number 3. Most crime is not reported. A common belief is that a significant amount of crime goes unreported. While it's true that not all crimes are reported to law enforcement, the extent of underreporting may not be as large as often assumed. The National Crime Victimization Survey, NCVS, shows that a substantial majority of crimes are indeed reported. However, certain types of crime, such as domestic violence and sexual assault, are more likely to be underreported. This underreporting can be due to a variety of factors, including fear of retaliation, mistrust of authorities, or personal reasons. Despite this, the overall data from the NCVS suggests that reporting rates are relatively high, though continuous efforts to improve reporting and support for victims remain crucial. Number 2. Criminals are unlikely to reoffend. There is a misconception that once individuals serve their sentences, they are unlikely to reoffend. In reality, recidivism rates are quite high, especially for certain types of offenses. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, BJS, a significant number of individuals who are released from prison are rearrested and reincarcerated. This trend underscores the critical need for effective rehabilitation and reintegration programs. These programs are essential not only for helping former inmates reintegrate into society, but also for reducing the likelihood of reoffending, ultimately contributing to long-term public safety and reducing the cycle of incarceration. Number 1. Crime can be prevented through more policing. The belief that increasing police presence alone will prevent crime is another common misconception. While having police officers on the streets can contribute to crime reduction, research indicates that a more comprehensive approach is generally more effective. This includes integrating community engagement, social services, and prevention programs into crime reduction strategies. Over-reliance on policing without addressing deeper social issues, such as poverty, lack of education, and unemployment, can often lead to limited long-term results. Moreover, focusing solely on policing may exacerbate tensions between communities and law enforcement, highlighting the need for a balanced approach that addresses both immediate safety concerns and underlying societal challenges. Conclusion: the misconceptions about crime in America reveal a gap between public perception and reality. By examining data and understanding the complexities of crime trends, types, and the criminal justice system, we can foster a more informed discussion about crime and develop more effective policies to address it. Recognizing and addressing these misconceptions is crucial for creating a more just and effective approach to crime prevention and justice in the U.S. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.